Okay, you guys wanted to have a video on how to clean out your computer. I've pretty much need to go through and do some maintenance on mine for a little while, and in the process I'm actually going through and cloning my hard drives over here. My old hard drive is that one there, and the newer one is over there, the same size. I unfortunately don't have the money to go through and get a bigger drive like I wanna, but oh well. So I'll be talking about that some other time, but anyway, this here, that would be the inside of my home computer. Yes, I know it's a mess, but once you understand all the odd things I do have in here, it kind of will make sense. The case is Leon Lee, I forget the exact model number, but it's like 3-4 years old now at least, so it doesn't have all the nice cable routing features, so that's why you see the mess of cables. I do have a, as you can see there, that's a hard drive enclosure for the RAID array that I have. There's the drives up there that go into there. So there's a whole mess of cables comes out of that and down into my RAID controller. Yes, I do have an actual not onboard, but a card, PCI card for my RAID controller, I do believe a Adaptec 2410 AS. So, anyway, just skip all that nice, fun, technical stuff for you, but basically, your computer, this would be, the side of it, inside of it, there's a panel that, of course, goes over the side, and you have the screws here, where's the other one, there, and down there. On this particular case, just remove those, and the side panel just slides off. Most computer cases open up the same way. Some of them, some of the Dells, there's like a clip you have to hold in up here, hold it in, and then there's another one on the bottom side that you have to do that too as well. Then it can fold open. But either way, once you get into the computer, it's all basically the same thing. Trying to hold everything here. You got the CPU heatsink there. That's usually what gets the dust the most on it. Mine has just a little bit on it. I try and clean mine out every couple of months, and mine's already developed a nice little coating of it. Best thing to do, can of air, and what you want to do is hold the fan in place so it doesn't spin around. And what I'm going to use, since I'm trying to hold the camera, where did it go? Over here. Is one of those little straws from these things. I just kind of put it in there a little bit so that the fan can't spin too easily. Kind of like that. And then just have at it, trying to not get dust on my camera lens, because that's never fun to clean. But what you want to do is get the dust not only off the fan blades, but also out of the heatsink itself, the fins of the heatsink. You can't really see it because of the lighting in here. Please forgive that. But behind the fan blade here, you'll be able to see the fins. Can't really see in the video here, but there'll be the fins there. It's aluminum, silver. If you see this big gray mass, you've got a lot of dust. So just blow that out. Usually I recommend having a vacuum on hand so you can actually vacuum the dust as it's coming up and out. Not necessarily holding the vacuum to the components, because that could damage them, suck a part off the board, but it'll at least suck the dust up so it's not landing everywhere like you see. Clumps of dust landing everywhere here. And then you got, your other case fans, same concept. Put some of them, hold them in place so they don't spin. Hard drive would be sitting here, For me, same thing. You just, blow the dust off of it. I've already done that on mine when I took it out. And, graphics card. I got a double graphics card here. Just a matter of, blowing the dust out of the fins there. On some of these, like this here, you can't really get up under it, to get that stuff out. But just a matter of blowing the dust out there. I'll probably be taking this card out so I can get to at least the one fan here, but this other one I'm not going to be able to get to. And I really do not want to undo these screws to do that. I don't want to risk voiding warranties, all that stuff. But that's pretty much it. Also, some motherboards will have little heat pipes like this one here. This Asus board has a heat pipe. Same thing, blow dust out of that. Power supplies, since I just saw this one here. Some power supplies you got a fan on the bottom. Mine does. You're not going to be able to see it too well, but there's a fan there. Same concept. Put one things in there to hold it in place. Use plastic. Do not use metal. Try not to electrocute yourself. Even though it's not connected, that power supply is going to still have a good charge to it. Hold the fan in place, blow the air through it, get some stuff out that way, and do the same thing on the back. Hold it in place, blow the air through it, and even better is if you have the air vents on this side, which I have very, very few right around there, hard to see it, but blow them clean out the back. And that's pretty much it. Oh yes, another important thing. The front of your computer. This is where your air intake comes in. On mine I have this nice little grill here. This is why I kind of forgot it. You just basically can blow the dust out through that. But let me move this around a little bit. Don't fall, don't fall. Don't have much room on this thing. But on my case, the front just pops off. It's hard to do one-handed. Let me just set this down a second. There. There you go. See, it just comes off. You got the little holders there. And that matches up with these little tabs, at each corner. Some of these come apart with screws on the inside of the case. They'll be inside on this little ridge in here. So you may have to go in, take the case open, undo that to get off. Some of them, some Dells, they just do not come off. So if it just doesn't seem to want to come off, don't try and force it. It might not actually be able to come off. As you can see, I got some dust critters there. Remember, I clean this thing out like every 3 months. So that's just a couple months of dust that built up in there. So if you haven't cleaned yours out in a year or two, you get the idea. Pretty much you can take a can of air, blow across it, get the stuff out. In my case, I actually have a air vent. Ugh, I hate dust. Now it's probably not a good time to mention I have a little allergy. Mine just slides up. As you can see, there's the filter trying to keep the dust away from the camera lens. And I just pop that filter off and can actually clean that out. Stay. Fans on the front, same concept. These guys here, your floppy drives. Yes, I have a floppy drive because I have to make boot disks sometimes for way too old computers. Just blow the dust in there, get it out. CD drives, not much you can do. Don't bother really trying on them. You'll do more damage than good. That's it. Any questions, just shoot us an email or visit us www.defcon-5/NOC.